remember sleeping with my ribs touched. I get it go. I get it go.
Say I done powered up, level at 10,000 and climbing. No, I've been bad it to them niggas get back from around me. My what the deal is, really I just came in. Gotta see this more gonna be a boy. Thank the good Lord, I'm gifted. Overflowing with the sauce, I'm never holding back. I'm going in my coffin, middle finger poking through the casket. No turning tragedy to tragedy. Before you knew what happened, ain't no explanation. This is second nature. All is automatic.
Oh my god, his quarters are terrible.
You fools hurt. Jesus will.
What the fuck?
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
Hey, could count on my power and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, you could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been bottling this pickup. Me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Hey. She was magic, she mixed it. Met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm. She called up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting so I ask, can I? Live ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that can do what I does. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need right here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
I buy like 23. Won't fall again.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Carolina Panthers. Well, he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
First carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
The ball carrier.
Extra receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
From the 30 on second down, Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 23 yards the pickup there.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
At the Panthers' 46-yard line.
Cousins able to find Jefferson here complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
So that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Cousins on first down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. K'Wan Short able to record his 5th sack of the season.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Throwing on second and long. Cousins. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 17-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brings up second.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
6-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Completes it to Samuel. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. The connection there, Bridgewater to Samuel for a Panther first down.
First down, Panthers.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years. So he is a defense's nightmare, because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. The tackle goes to Harrison Smith. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Vikings 17-yard line.
From the 17, Bridgewater. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Touchdown.
DJ Moore with touchdown number 12 on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Dalvin Cook.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down, and you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and then some inside the 40. And he gets this one down to the 24. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Cousins. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. A give. This is Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brings up 2nd and
Handoff comes to Cook. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. C.J. Ham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he returns this to the 22.
the Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Looking long for Thomas. And that'll be intercepted by the Pro Bowl safety Harrison Smith. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit. Let them catch their breath.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there, and it's 3rd down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Gun.
Third and long for Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down right around the 37. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
A first down throw for Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Gun.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Gun.
Now Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 21. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Tackle there by Quan Alexander. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
At the 16-yard line.
From the 16, Cousins. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. They'll throw again. Cousins. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Draw play, Cousins to Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. From the gun, here's Cousins. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, and this one just a chipping. Bailey's kick is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Man, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
The Panthers going to get the football first, trailing here as well as we resume play in this second half. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 23-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. The third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Got his target, Samuel. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Bridgewater. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. McCaffrey following the penalty. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage. A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
First down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far. But 2nd and 13 here. Bridgewater now from the 50. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Bridgewater again. He's going to look deep for more. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
Here's a throw out wide to Anderson. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 6-yard line.
6 yards left on 2nd down. This is McCaffrey on the give. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So they come away from this opening drive of the third quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job one, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
On the return, the Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Number 33, Dalvin.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Cousins now. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Cousins throw complete to Thielen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 30 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
By the Panthers. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Carolina 1st down on a gain of 16. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Pick up the football. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35.
Well, so much for the 4-minute offense. They were trying to reduce the clock, get in position to win the game, and leave no time for them to come back and catch them. And guess what? They turned the ball over. Yeah, I mean, they had it all set up for themselves, and they let it get away.
Cousins now after the fumble recovery. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Not much there, only a yard.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Working out of the gun, Cousins. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Cousins from the gun on 3rd. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Dalvin Cook, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 35 on second down, Cousins completes it to the fullback Ham. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
And the big guy catches the ball in the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On 3rd down, Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. A first down for Minnesota. Cousins finding Thielen. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First down, here's the run with Cook.
Prime time, baby.
And he's going to be out, down inside the 20 at the 15. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
And it's pretty evident when you watch how Minnesota plays, just how important Dalvin Cook is to their offense. 1,000-yard rusher a year before, the first one the Vikings had since Adrian Peterson was dominating their carries. And having Cook in the lineup for the bulk of the season, that made Minnesota exactly what their head coach Mike Zimmer wanted them to be. A much more physical team that complemented their defense.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Madison. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Bridgewater going to get it out quickly to Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A quick throw by Bridgewater, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. Nothing but green grass is here, middle of the field. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey in the final minute. And the Panthers have broken our tie as they take the lead. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10.
17. Vikings 10.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll get this just out past the 20, but a marker is down. Let's get the call. This is going to put him back with not great field position.
So they really had zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
Now Cousins. Pressure there as it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have the receivers on lockdown.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Bridgewater, a play fake to McCaffrey. He'll look to throw. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter.
A 48-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Cousins. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Intended for Tajay Sharp. Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Justin Jefferson. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Cousins to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
20.
And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light still on for him.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. from Minneapolis. So long, everybody.